All right, we'll go over this real quick. I got these glasses. The only thing these things I use them for is the bifocals now. I ain't messed these up yet. These are my good glasses for hiking. All right, I'm gonna get up in the morning. I got a hotel room for 3 nights here, actually cheaper than you can get one for 2 nights. I know that sounds crazy, but Gatlinburg is a pure tourist trap. They base everything on volume. These are the 2-star hotels, and the season has just started. I mean, there's tourists all over the place. I don't know where they come from. They come down here to see the mountains. And I didn't pick the time. I mean, it just happened to be a weekend when I come through here. And I wanted to try to beat the weekend. I was on my bar to beat it till the phone died. But that's the thing. You can have a hotel that's $80 a night. Then Friday comes on a Thursday. Then they want $180 on Friday. No joke. That's how this place works. you know. And they said it's even worse. After the pandemic, everything doubled. And they had this big fire down here. After the fire, everything went up again. So, and it's the most visited national park in the world. I mean, in the country. So, from what I hear, that's what I hear. So, and I don't doubt it. That Clingman's Dome Road used to be called Clingman's Dome. It's called Kuhui now. Kuhui is the Cherokee name. That's where I got off at, the Kuhui Road. And anybody that knows Gatlinburg knows it's the road that wraps around Clingman's Dome, which is Kuhui now. Kuhui is the Cherokee word for the land of the mulberry bushes. And if you've ever hiked that up a ridge, which I just did, I've hiked it 3 times, it's covered in blackberries. And they're just starting to bloom out right now. They all got buds on them, about that big, red buds. Stickers are starting to form. They're stickery. And if you're a hammock guy, that's one of the things that just tear up the underquilt on a hammock. I'd have to take a little knife and just cut all the bushes by hand if I wanted to hang a hammock up there somewhere. But that's interesting. That was the Cherokee name. That's where they went to get their blackberries. But anyway, I went to the best 6, got down here, Motel 6. A foreign lady working the desk. Asked us a veterans discount, a hiker's discount. Do you do the senior citizen discount? We give senior citizens discount, yes. So how much is the room? $180. With senior citizen discount, so you want to see my VA card? No, you don't have to see me. $150. $150 a night. I was like, what? So I said, can I sit here, man? I'm going to look at my phone. I got on my phone right next door over here, the ski lodge. Ski Mountain Lodge. They did refurbished it. It's even better than Motel 6. So I get on the Expedia site. Start looking at them sites. I say, okay, 3 nights for $264. So it's like a better deal to go on and book for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because, I think the prices go down on Sunday. It was just crazy. So I call the guy ain't in there at the desk. I look in there. He's not in there. He must have been doing an errand or something. So I'm taking the time. I go to the website, the corporate website that owns the hotel. And then I call the number. And I said, I'm talking about the Expedia site. I said, yeah, I've got an Expedia booking site here that says I can get a room. I'm standing. Well, where you at, sir? So I'm standing in front of the hotel and wait for the guy to come back. I said, can I get it at this price right here, at least? He says, yes, sir, you can. And you call me back if they don't give you that price. Thank you. So the guy's walking up to go in the office, and he overhears that on the phone, right? And he goes in, and I show him the Expedia thing. He goes, okay, yeah, we can do that. I said, do you have any other discounts? Of course, they're going to say after that, no, not at that price. That's what he said. So what I did, because I'm not going to do a 00. And I mean, I'm in the land of the $5 candy bar. No joke. I went and respot. I walked down to the strip today. The reason I don't want to have any footage, I'm not filming a bunch of people walking by me. And my walking pace is like twice as fast as a normal person. It's about a mile. Walked down about a mile. Got me a 5 Guy hamburger, which is great, just huge. and 5 guy French fries, which is like a bag of French fries, right? And $24. Everything's expensive here. Right? I went to the outfitter, got another pair of socks. I bought what else did I buy? I bought something else there. I bought a freeze-dried meal. I went over there to this super expensive old dad's grocery store, bought me another sub sandwich, bought some resupply candy bars and protein bars, stuff like that. I mean, just ridiculous prices. You know, I mean, I spent probably $30 on nothing. You know what I mean? But you know, I've got enough resupply right now to get out of the Smokies. I need to buy some honey buns or Vienna sausage or something, you know, to kind of add to it. But I'm good till Standing Bear. So I just better put it all together. I got to get up in the morning. Here's my plan. I did a 0 today, resting all this connective tissue. I mean, it was getting hard where I couldn't sleep. I did 3 hard days. I mean, let me get this. I'll give you the days. Let's see if I can. Shoot. Hold on a minute. Right after the phone fiasco, and this is on top of trying to figure the phone out while I'm hiking. I mean, I'm having had to redo all the apps, all that shit. I mean, it was just a mess. You know, because all right. On Tuesday, I did 15.4 miles. Dayscope's got Fontana Dam Shelter. That's when I resupplied, come in there dark in the shelter, went to bed, got up early in the morning, took off. 15.6 miles, all climbing from Fontana Shelter to Russell Field. And after Russell Field, from Russell Field to Solid Bald, 14 miles, and that was a tough day, all the way to 195.8. Then got up and did the climb up Kahui, 4.3 miles from Solid Bald, and that's where I caught the ride. Now, the church bus picks up at Kahui. They'll take me back there. I got to be over at the knock at the outfitter at 8:30. They got a morning, midday, and an evening run. But they'll come around, they'll drop me off, and I'm going to hike 7.3 miles. And then there's a free pickup at Newfound Gap, which will pick up at 12:30. If I miss that, then there's the end day pickup at 3 o'clock. And then they'll take me back to the knock, which is walking distance right over here to the hotel. Finish out my stay at the hotel, go back with a full pack. But what's going to be neat is I'm going to be able to hike tomorrow. Not only do I know I'm coming home to the hotel, but and maybe go get something to eat, you know. But I'll be able to hike with my summer gear. In other words, I'm going without the Thermarest mattress, because I'm going to be going accordion over the summer, super light, without the underquilt, without my stove, gas, none of that stuff. Won't need that in the summer either. The stove is mostly it's a safety issue for me. I make warm tea that keeps the hypothermia down on these cold nights, and I've been drinking a lot of tea. It takes 5 minutes. I can boil water, and I'm sipping on warm stuff. If I get too cold, I can take boiling water, put them in my water bottles, and hug them, and they warm me up. So that's like an emergency issue. So the stove it's a safety thing. It's another tool to guard against hypothermia. If you get wet and you start getting a chill, I've had it before. And you got to strip down and go in that dry bag. I've got 2 dry bags for my clothes, and they're kayak dry bags. What I put my clothes in, and they're for kayakers. So if they drop in the water, they don't get their clothes wet, and that's what I use. And okay, and I guess I can just wrap this thing up. I can't think of much anything else. Kahooey. Now, once I get back tomorrow night, this will be it. I'll check out of this place. I'm going to Peck's Corner, which is about 10 miles down the trail, 5 miles past the Bunyan. I've never been there before. It's like a half a mile hike just to get to that shelter. That's why I've never been there, and I want to go check it out. From there, I can hike to Crosby Knob, or even going down to the bottom Davenport Gap, maybe even that tower. But I don't want to put my hopes up on pushing it and going up in a tower, then somebody else has got the same idea and they're up there sleeping in the tower. You're not supposed to sleep in those towers. But I wanted to go see that tower, and it's going to be like the end of the day when I get there, if I go past Crosby Knob. It's probably going to be Crosby Knob, and from there out of the park to Standing Bear Hostel. That's probably my plan, because I'm going to need to resupply there at Standing Bear anyway. From Standing Bear, it can be a 1 or 2 day hike to Hot Springs. And from there, that's actually the next post office is Hot Springs. That's where I'm going to have to. I'd like to mail some stuff, that extra phone, all that stuff back home, but the post office is 3 miles down the road here. I was going to buy a pair. I went by the outfitter. I bought some socks. I was going to buy a pair of lightweight sandals, mail them. Rubber boots that are kind of heavy, I wear, mail them back. But I'm going to have to wait till Hot Springs. There's a post office right there in downtown Hot Springs. I'll do all that there. I'll just have to haul that stuff across the Smokies. And what else? I don't know. No footage, but I know everything's working now, so there'll be footage in the future. I've got the flyby app will be gone. I'm going to end this video with my step count, which is going to be 0, which is impossible. I walked about at least 4,000, 5,000 steps today, because it was a mile to 5 guys. What happened when I screenshot last night? Sometimes when you screenshot, it drags you. You drag over the video, the stop button, and I accidentally stopped my step counter. And if you stop your step counter, it don't count. So that'll kind of mess up my tallying totals on that, but that's all right. It's only a few thousand steps. Okay. All right. I have some footage. I'm going to start filming right when I get up in the morning. I'll film my walk over there and get that day done. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. All right, well, I'll go ahead and get this thing wrapped up here. Oh, anyway, I just looked at my steps. I do have steps. I was looking on the wrong phone. I got 2 phones. I looked on the step counter on the wrong phone. All right, so the step counter is registering. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll put that on the end of this video.